Yo, internet, how's it going? Welcome back. Uh, today I'm talking about two articles that technically are gonna piss somebody off. And just for you guys out there, I just want you to know that I don't care. So, thank you for watching. Love you guys. And most likely, if you think that your offense, hurts me in any way, it just gives me power. So, I thank you for that. But, moving on. Alright. Twitch went on to do something really interesting today, or at least like a few days ago, and it was that they banned a woman. Now, normally I would think that you guys would hear that and say, "Oh, wait a second, Twitch, they actually banned a woman." You know what I mean? Like, when you mean like one of those women from the just chatting side who just post videos of like yoga and whatnot? They went on and did that? Well, apparently they didn't. They went on to ban somebody, in this case Karupups, a woman from Lithuania, who went on to obviously cosplay as Lifeline. You know, one angry gamer went on to say that she also had a tutorial in which she changed her hair, she added accessories, and painted her skin to look like the Apex Legends character. She took some wonderful pictures, and of course, they went, and of course, Twitch defended this by going out and giving out their usual, diarrhea infested, response. You know what I mean? Talking about some we don't stand for this and blah, blah, blah. This goes against our terms of service, sexual orientation, age, race, and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, there are women over there up on the internet who basically are blatantly flashing vagina and ass and shit, and they're streaming with no problem. Well now, they're getting reported, but nothing's happening. So, that's kind of what's going on with that. You know what I mean? And basically, they also linked in this thing of basically talking about was it racist? This one is about Halloween costumes. You know what I mean? Like, are they racist? Racist? Do you get in trouble? Should say trouble if you're a white person who puts on blackface, or on Halloween, or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween. But when I was a kid, it was okay as long as you were dressing up as the characters. To be fair, I can see what she's saying, and that same thing applies to this. You know what I mean? Me personally, I say that you can be offended all you want, even though you're not part of the racial group. You're not black. You don't care that some random chick on the internet just decided to put on at least dress up as another character and cosplay. I mean, again, man, I understand, man, that a lot of women are not necessarily, blondes and whatnot, but they put on the wig. You know what I mean? For the most part, man, yes, you can change your skin tone. I mean, look at Michael Jackson. He obviously did it. Oops, I'm sorry, I can't say that. But yeah, he did the shit. You know what I mean? And believe me, this is small potatoes. This is such a non-issue that it's I don't even know why people were really even offended by it. But that's the internet for you. What can I say? I'm in the minority, so yeah, let's move on to our next story. What's her name? Karupups. Karina, you are beautiful, girl. I love those eyes. Wonderful. Aha. And moving on to the next one, which seems to kind of fit within the same line of reasoning, because again, when I first woke up and I read this, all I had going behind me was just emotion. Never talk about anything with emotion in your heart, especially if you're a man, because men, if we don't filter what we say, feelings can get hurt. And I feel as though I'm still kind of debating on if I should do that or not. But then again, I'll take two takes. So yeah, Megan Fox isn't supporting the LGBTQ community. Well, she left out the Q, and it's part man, but she's a part of the community, says Princess Wikis. Now, it's very difficult to say, or at least it's very difficult for me to say if she's actually supporting this or not, because again, the article in question, obviously it has a few things associated with it that are kind of problems. You know, the fact that, or at least the bills in question are part of the state of hate. You know what I mean? Which that Tennessee, because it's Tennessee doing this, they want to pass a bill that allows private adoption agencies, adoption agencies, to raise moral of a objective over over prospective parents, meaning that they can't. Meaning that gay people like that they can't, or at least like that. There's a possibility that they might not be able to adopt children in Tennessee. Now they say that. It says that it didn't say that they couldn't do it. It says that they can raise them, which meaning like that they have a reason to do so. You know, the second one is that it will prevent it will prevent state and local governments from taking actions against businesses based on its internal policies. So a business could potentially refuse service to someone who is gay. Technically, you can do that now, and it's if they're being an asshole. You know, if they're coming in like throwing, like throwing and breaking things, then technically you can refuse service to them because, hey, they're kind of a nuisance. I don't want your business. Get out. You know what I mean? But I'm gay. I don't care. Get out. You know, that kind of thing. The only time, man, that I've ever really even heard of this, or at least like the last time I even heard of this, even like being a thing, was when that cake maker. I think that was like years ago. I think that's still like the single digits of like the 2000s, like back, man, when we was like in the 03s and 09s and shit. You know, like when the cake maker, like when he refused it from those two lesbians and shit who wanted him to make them a wedding cake, and he was like, fuck no. Get out of my store because I believe in same-sex marriage, marriage, and then like, man, they started, man, to like implode and shit, you know what I mean, like that kind of goofy shit. You know, it's like, wait, that's kind of silly. And then like the last one is like that. What was it? The legislation is directed at trans people, including one that requires a state to defend school districts that require students to use the bathroom of their assigned sex at birth. A lot of these are just stupid to all end, because again, at this point, it's like, why are you changing the bill? But that last one is like, just use the fucking bathroom. Like, honestly, just use the men's restroom. I don't want you use the men's restroom. There's still a dick in there, so just use the restroom. Ain't no problem with that. You know what I mean? There's toilets in there that you can sit on, unless you don't feel like sitting on the fucking toilets. And believe you me, I never sat on the fucking toilet of my high school, because those motherfuckers are nasty. So I'm not doing that. And I can kind of see, man, the problem. I don't know if it's that bad like in the girls, but I hear that it was worse. But still, you know, like there's toilets in there. The only difference is that you can't use a urinal. And even if you were like, you know, like a trans man and shit, I don't really see you using a fucking urinal. Or basically using it, or at least like the fucking urinal being like that much of a fucking problem to where that you can't go like take care of your business. I gotta retract that. They do use urinal. Anybody can, but still, come on now, like that's not that big of an issue. And basically, the article kind of just divulges like into a realm of feelings. But basically, it's like, but yo, Megan Fox, man, she's part of the LGBT community because she said that she was bisexual in 2008 and 2009. It's like, oh, really? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like she's been married like she was married like since she was 18 to Brian Austin Green and blah blah blah, and like her stepson is also gay and this and that and whatever, you know. And it went on to talk about like that gay and like bisexual and pansexual people have been dealing with discrimination for all their lives and whatnot, and pan people how like that they kind of just prefer what was it? Like there's also many pan and bi people who have looked to date same-sex partners and have come across biphobia and other stigmas, skepticisms about our sexuality, and still work to be a part of the community to make it better and more inclusive. The reality of this is, which this is just like the lag man, the end of this now. The end of this is just somebody, I mean, like, because the bills are bad, okay? The bills are terrible, you know what I mean? The whole thing of like, yeah, man, you probably can't do this, probably can't do that, or at least some of them are like, they're not that bad. Like one is fucking terrible, you know what I mean? Like with the adoption thing, but it's like, you can't do it. It's like, there's a potential for that, you know? The second one is like, they could, like that, like top two are reality, and if you don't get it, well, sorry, you didn't get it. That last one is just fucking silly, like with the transgender thing. Then basically we get past all that shit, and then like we get to the real of this. Now, this is my feelings from when I saw this, when I woke up. The rest of this is just pandering, and it is, well, not pandering. It's mostly whining. Most of this is just a bunch of whining, and a lot of it is just like, you know what? People, they don't like everybody doesn't accept me, so therefore, like, I'm being discriminated against. Which, to be real, like, that's what these bills are. Basically, I don't want to be told what I can and can't do, and someone told me that I couldn't do it, or I can't adopt a child, I can't get service here, I have to use this bathroom. You know what I mean? People, man, like my own thing. The thing I'm dealing, man, with one girl's talking to another girl who's also bisexual, but like she doesn't want to be with her. She likes men more. Oh, nah, man, you're man, this is biphobia. It's not a phobia. It's just people just don't like you and you can't handle it. Like, that's just some shit. Like that's just some real shit. But if my video gets marked as hate speech, well, wonderful. That means that someone's watching my shit. But until then, I'll catch you guys on the next Jongravesshow. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. This shit is stupid and it fucking needs to stop. But I'll see you next time. Later.